Garments, and I'll take Salma's and yours together. Garment is one of the areas that has been targeted under the 24-hour economy policy. We know the potential for jobs that it can create. And I have seen DTRT before in my first coming to be biblical. I visited your plant and I saw the potential. We even started a program of assigning Kayaye to DTRT to train them into textile and garment workers. And many of them became very proficient, and I'm sure they still form part of your workforce. So we know the potential for creating employment, and so your sector, the garment sector, will be one of the priorities that we look at. We currently are looking at the issue of the tariffs that the Trump administration is slapping on different countries. We were slapped with 10%, which is the lowest. But if you look at the cumulative tariffs, I think it pushes us much higher. So it's something that we need to look at. So I know the Minister of Trade and Agribusiness are coming out with a policy paper and engaging the U.S. administration, in respect of our tariffs. We also import quite a lot of things. We import vehicles, automobiles from there. We import wheat, and we import soya bean and several other products from the U.S. So we're looking at the products that we import from them and looking at the tariff buildup on their products and then comparing it with the tariff buildup on ours so that together we can negotiate something that is amicable. But we're hoping that in September, when we go to the U.S. for the General Assembly, the annual U.S.-Africa Summit will take place. And I believe that African leaders are going to make a push for the renewal of AGOA so that we can continue to export duty-free, tariff-free into the U.S. market. We are looking at import substitution under the 24-hour economy, and key, products like oil palm, rice, poultry, and all of that are some of those that we're going to facilitate production of so that we can cut down the huge import bill that we currently have. We have a lot of arable land that can support another 200,000 hectares of oil palm so that we can produce enough to feed the factories, Olam, Wilma, and others that are producing refined vegetable oil here, both for the Ghanaian market and for export to our neighboring countries. We can even export raw palm oil. Nigeria imports a lot of palm oil from Malaysia and Indonesia. And so if Ghana is producing more than we need, we can export the balance to Nigeria. And so these are, products that we will target. Rice has become a staple in Ghana. When we were young, we used to eat rice only at Christmas and Easter. Now everybody eats rice every day. And so we must boost production of rice. And we do have the comparative advantage to produce rice. And I believe that we'll be able to expand production because if you go to Vietnam and Thailand and others, all the land they can put under rice production they have put. They don't have any extra land to expand rice production. So the next area for expansion of production of rice is Africa. And Ghana has a comparative advantage in terms of land that is suitable for rice production. And so it's one of the areas that we'll look at. Poultry, chicken, akoko is something. Christmas, they used to let us chase, catch a fowl and bring it, and it will be slaughtered and we'll have a Christmas dinner. Today, that's chicken is all coming from the United States, from Brazil and other places. And yet we can produce enough chicken for ourselves. And so it's part of what we're going to look at. The CD recently has appreciated in value, and it is the result of close coordination between the fiscal and monetary, between the central bank and the Ministry of Finance. And it is based on the forex auction and demand and supply. What happens is the Bank of Ghana does the forex auction, finds out how much CDs are in the system that need forex for to pay various bills and others. And those who want the forex bid on the auction, and the bank strikes the average and takes the CDs and makes the dollars available. And so it's not like somebody is deliberately forcing the dollar down. It is the result of the bids that is finding what the true value of the CD is. And I believe that it will arrest where the true value is based on the issues of demand and supply. And so I don't envisage that some people say it will come to one CD, $1. No, that's extreme. We'll virtually collapse our export sector if that happened. But I think that the governor of the bank has an eye on it. And if it goes below a certain floor, I'm sure that the Bank of Ghana will make an intervention to make sure that it remains within a certain band that gives the true value of the CD against the other foreign currencies. So don't panic, and if you haven't changed your dollars already, I don't know how much further lower it will go, but the governor has an eye on it, and we'll see how things go. The 24-hour secretariat will be a coordinating secretariat. It's not going to be going out there and implementing itself. It's going to be a facilitator. It's going to create the environment